In McCormack versus Hankscraft Company, we'll see whether a manufacturer can be held liable if its product fails to protect users against an unreasonable risk of physical harm when the product is used for its intended purpose. Hankscraft Company manufactured steam vaporizers that contained three component parts, including a 1-gallon glass water reservoir and a plastic cap that contained a heating element. The cap didn't screw onto the glass jar, so if the jar was tipped over, the water in the reservoir would instantaneously gush out of the jar. In 1960, 3-year-old Andrea McCormack's mother purchased a Hankscraft steam vaporizer. Andrea's parents read the instruction manual cover to cover. In the manual, Hankscraft described its vaporizer as safe and practically foolproof. Hankscraft also advertised that the vaporizer was tip-proof. However, the manual didn't disclose that the water in the glass jar could reach near boiling temperatures. The manual also didn't explain the probable dangers that could occur if the vaporizer was tipped over. One night, Andrea's mother placed the vaporizer on a kitchen stool 4 feet from Andrea's bed. Later in the night, Andrea got out of bed and tipped over the vaporizer. 211-degree Fahrenheit water gushed out of the jar onto Andrea, causing severe and permanent burns and injuries on 30% of Andrea's body. Andrea's father, on behalf of Andrea, filed suit against Hankscraft. Among other claims, the McCormacks argued that Hankscraft was negligent for failing to give warnings about the dangers that were inherent to using the vaporizer and for adopting an unsafe design for the vaporizer. Hankscraft argued that anyone who touched the glass jar once the vaporizer was on would feel that the water in the jar was hot. The McCormacks argued that there should have been a warning because the average user wouldn't know that the water would reach near boiling temperatures. Expert witnesses testified that Hankscraft should have used an alternative design for the vaporizer's cap and that a different design was essential to make the vaporizer safe. The trial court jury found for the McCormacks. However, the trial court judge granted Hankscraft's motion for judgment notwithstanding the verdict and granted a conditional new trial. The McCormacks appealed.